This video will contain human elements such as opinions, anecdotes, and emotions. If you are a robot, this may not be for you. Hey there friends on YouTube, it's your boy Zeals. Thanks for being here today, and if this is your first time here, thanks for joining my journey, and if you want to come back, make sure you subscribe. And if you've been here before, welcome back boys. How have you been guys? So, to those that have followed my journey, you shouldn't be too surprised by the placements on each hero on my recent tier list release, since my videos have mostly covered extensively on the current hero trends. As for the initial reactions, I was surprised that people kept it very civil and overall an amazingly positive reception. I honestly wasn't expecting such a turnout. However, I understand that there are many new viewers and I'm grateful for you tuning in today. Anyways, let's dive into the question of why I began a list. As a matter of fact, nobody asked this question to me directly, but I wanted to reveal the behind the scenes stuffs. For some time now, we've had a lot of tier lists, and I'm not going to talk down on these content creators because you need to understand what they go through. You guys must understand the internet has a small minority of people who talk down on these content creators for making a list that may not align with the haters' in-game experience or the rumors that they've heard or seen on social media. Of course, the majority do appreciate the work and time these creators put in. However, there are the keyboard warriors who sit there and talk hate upon these folks. What does this have anything to do with me making a tier list? Well, you guys need to understand that all those who have attempted or made their list have been breathed down upon. Again, by a few minority, and to these creators, it's a lot of unnecessary stress and heat. They receive practically nothing from a tier list on a mobile game like Idle Heroes, or do their fandom viewership implode because of it. We know as content creators that we make them for nearly zero benefit. There's nobody who makes a list thinking they'll suddenly make decent monetary profit, or if any, right? The tier list makers and other content creators get put down, and the weight eventually does tire them out over time. Why make a list just to get some Ice Blink or other hero fanatics to breathe down on you every time the list is made and updated? It's freaking annoying, right? I'm not saying that's why updates on other lists were slow or not updated. I'm just telling you guys to think of these guys in their shoes. They gain nothing out of their hours put in just to get hated on. Again, I respect people who keep it civil and give constructive criticism. Keyword being constructive. I don't know about others, but for me it takes roughly 2 to 6 hours or even more per video and other guides, and this tier list took hours upon hours. There is absolutely no way in hell is it worth it for me in terms of monetary gains to put hours of hours into a list or a video for literally no income or a $5 tip. I can go work at any part-time job, or I can go outside and mow my neighbor's lawn and get paid more, and that is a fact. The content creators, if their heart is in the right place, do it for the love of the game and the community. We want to see it grow. We want it to be more accessible and noob friendly. So knowing all this, why did I make one? I made it because I'm used to that kind of environment. I know there will always be hate, and you know what? I'm going to update my list daily if I have to, just to get it right. Of course, it's opinion driven and a case-by-case scenario, so you must take all guides and content, including mine, with a grain of salt. My mission is to apply my tests and researches in Idle Heroes into an already up-to-date list. It may not be the best list or whatever. I'm not ever going to sit and say my list is the best or the most accurate because of what I just talked about for the last couple of minutes. It's just another source out there for you guys to use if you want to do that or if you wish to do so. So whose idea was the list? More behind the scenes of what went on is that the tier list was requested from the community, and I approached Play Idle Heroes creator and redditor user Poker about what he thought. For weeks we had the idea and had the thing planned out with the release date. It went all perfect according to our plans and we released it. We had no intention of overlapping with other lists. We had a vision and a plan and we met the deadline. The original Excel file hasn't been altered days before any lists were updated or released, staying congruent with what I just said. So with that aside, I wanted to explain the list a little bit. For starters, it's a current PvP endgame tier list. I guess the description wasn't too clear, so we slapped it on due to your feedbacks. You know, your feedbacks rock, guys. There are 27 heroes on the list, excluding the tier 2.5s. I wanted to actually cut it down even further to less than 16 to maybe 20, so please do understand if your favorite hero is not up there. It's nothing personal at all. I have my own personal heroes or favorites who are not in the top 16 either. The tiers are divided into God tier to tier 1 and tier 2. The 0.5s are those that are in between and either going to bump down or be raised up depending on hero releases, minor buffs or nerfs. For example, Kamath is a great hero to use in the Rainbow and Ruin auras. But since he's lacking natural crit and his damage isn't as menacing as others, meaning he is lacking burst damage, he's placed in between tier 1 and 2. He's not a tier 2 since he gels well with other heroes in the Rainbow aura who also have natural damage reduction built in. Another question often asked is the list of stones. The Play Idol Heroes web and my XL version will be released, and it will have lists of all the stones commonly used for each hero. The cap is 4 stones, and every utility that a hero brings will also be shown there as well to have one consolidated list for you to access. All heroes with attack reduce will be shown there as well. All heroes with attack steals or energy steals, everything you name it. As you see the Excel sheet, usually the heroes who bring a lot of versatility fit into the upper echelon. For example, this is a snapshot of my Excel version. Tier 1 heroes are heroes that bring not only one thing to the table, but multiple things to support other tier 1s and God tier heroes. It's not just one hero's power, guys. It's all about synergies. It's all about the 6-man roster. What does each hero bring that helps other heroes shine even further, multiplying their efficiency? Cthulhu is placed in tier 1.5 due to once again being able to shift. He does synergizes decently with Valkyrie and can survive well against Valkyrie, which is often brought in today's meta. He can be built very defensively and still pop off Valk's burn with an added 20% bonus without overcapping. I'm keeping a close eye on him, but Cthulhu survives due to Valkyrie's relevance. So the list has gone through an update already. It's only been 2 days since release and it's already been updated. Like I said, guys, I want to keep it relevant and current. So Skerei has gone down to tier 1.5 due to the heavy attack reduce and attack steal meta at the moment. As you're seeing from the B-roll, the 5 clips of post Belrain buffs, Skerei just isn't getting kills or sweeping the board anymore. As I said previously, the heavy natural damage reduction and attack reduced steal meta is affecting him, and we've been covering this for months, boys. It's not a surprise. Actually, people were surprised that I put him on tier 1 when I talked so much smack. Well, I don't hate Skerei, but the amount of content that I produced that showed Skerei being not as scary, it wasn't congruent with the list. As for Belrain, she heals her team no matter what. What I mean is that even if she does her active skill, and only if she did her active skill by some unlucky chance, she heals the team by applying healing boosts to 4 random allies, which means more E3 passive healing at the end of the round. That heal is not going to, of course, show under Belrain's heal, but it's going to effectively increase your team's EHP thanks to Belrain's active skill. Like I said, if she only does her active, it's still going to be a net increase healing. Of course, there are comps where if you had to choose between her and Michelle, and you are severely lacking CC, Michelle can edge over Belrain. But Belrain really is another level right now, as you see from the B-roll. I also tried out Omnivore in tons of different comps on Monkey and seeing some fun results as well. Thanks to where I work, I did get some nice hardware upgrades finally. iPhone XS and XS Max. It sounds like tennis and a tennis match. I'm sorry if that was an awful joke, but it released in Korea last Friday and I got it first day with AirPods for free. Hell yeah, because my work gets insanely good deals and I literally pay only half for the phone and 0 for the free AirPods. So I'll be using that for better content in the near future, hopefully. Some of the clips were shot with the new phone and some with the older phone. Let's see if you guys can spot the difference. Leave a comment below if you can. I do plan on using one as a face cam once I get some mic and stands, which I was able to get through your support. So if you appreciate the value of these videos or any other content, head over to my Patreon and join the exclusive club for podcasts and other contents. You can literally help my YouTube journey by pitching in $2 a month. Thank you, Little Beatty, for joining, and I know you can't see me right now, but here's a massive fist pump headed your way, bruh. I know today was a little long and kind of ranty, but I needed to get it off my chest. As always, subscribe, hit that like button, and stay tuned for another video with an exciting giveaway soon, boys. Alright, I'm out.